Welcome. Today we're going to discuss controlled articular rotations, also known as CARs. We're going to briefly discuss what are CARs, the purpose behind CARs, 3 guidelines we need to follow as we conduct our CARs, and the frequency at which we should conduct our CARs at. We have a lot to get through, so let's dive in. What are CARs? CARs are a joint's individual expression of its capacity. What does that mean? Basically, that means CARs are a measurement tool that we can utilize to understand our individual joints' available range of motion, which is normally conducted in a circular pattern. Who cares? What is the purpose of CARs? As we move throughout our day, our joints release a lubricating substance to help us move effectively and efficiently. In today's age of excellent TV shows where we binge watch them, 3-hour-long movies, jobs that require us to sit at desks for a prolonged period of time, in CARs, we are not getting the desired amount of range of motion or mobility throughout our day, therefore not getting enough lubrication to our joints. CARs are a nice way to interject some range of motion and interject some lubrication into those joints to help decrease and help mitigate the degeneration of them as we age. Sounds great. How do we do CARs? What are some guidelines we need to notice when we conduct them? There are 3 very important guidelines to follow as we conduct CARs. 1, no pain should be allotted during CARs. When you conduct a CAR, you are trying to understand how much range of motion you have. If you notice a pinch point, a pain point, note that, come out of that angle briefly, and then go around it, okay? Basically meaning this, if you had a circle here, think of a cookie, and I took a chunk out of this cookie, I bit it, there's gonna be a spot there that's empty. That's basically the same thing. If you had a circle, you're cutting down and around to take that part out. Same thing with your joint. If you have pain or a pinch point, you come out of that and you go around it, okay? That is the first thing we need to understand. No pain is allotted during CARs. If you have consistent pain or continual pain, you need to stop. Second, intention. Intention is key as well. As we do a CAR, for example, shoulder, if you just move through it and it takes you 2 seconds, it's not effective for you, and it's unfortunately more of a waste of a time for you than it is if you were to actually take your time and understand your joint moving through it. The reason you want to understand when you move through that range of motion is it's a nice connection between the joint and brain to understand where it is in space. That helps us later on for balance reasons. Lastly, irradiation is key. Irradiation is, if I go back to the shoulder example, if I were to move my shoulder, everything else needs to be stiff. It shouldn't be moving. Only the shoulder's moving. But I should be squeezing everything, squeezing those muscles, squeezing my fist. All that force is going to move up to my shoulder, which then will help that cause a more effective contraction and a more effective movement. It just helps with the movement, helps understand from the brain perspective as well. Great. Now, how often should I do these? The frequency of CARs, I would say, is a morning-night routine. Can you do them more? Gladly. But ideally, a morning and night routine, like as we brush our teeth, is super important for us. I'm going to have another video connected to this one that is going to discuss how we actually conduct our daily routine of CARs, which please watch if you're interested in. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos.